All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is basically Ray Reynolds with a daily webinar trying to help everybody change their lives. Our goal is simple. We got to get everybody to the truth. Now, I understand that everyone's told you about the $1 million dream. Everyone talks about it. You ever notice they talk? What about how to do it? Did anybody ever do it themselves besides me? So let's remember today, tablet and pen, do not write things down, then you don't put it here. Tablet, pen, write everything down. No pictures, no recording. Now I need you to write down 3 things right away. Simple. I want you to write down, see it, believe it, go get it. Yeah, see it. Whatever you see you want, please write it down. If you want, I'll help you go get it. I'll even hand you the keys to that new house. How about the car? How about money in the bank? How about a franchise too? Now we're going to do one thing before we believe it. We got to fix you. What can I say? You got to realize one thing today. All right, if you don't have a 750 credit score, something's wrong. I like to rebuild your credit right away. Take me about 90 working days. That's about it. In 90 working days, I can change your direction about your score, make it go up, up, and away. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough years ago. Security chief at TOW in Spirian, by the way. So when I get you the 750, then we're going to believe it. And you know what we're going to do next? We're going to see it, believe it, and we're going to go get it. Is that okay with you? Now, all I need from you is 90 working days. That's all I asked you in the beginning. Can you give me 90 working days, please? That's all I want. 90 working days, I can make your score go up, up, and away. Now, let's understand my life. It's kind of fun. You see, I basically got born in a taxi. Can you imagine that? Born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital? She didn't want me. She gave me a girl's name, and then she threw me away. Oh, well, what happened next? The next family, they were even better. They dropped me off at Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon from 3 years old to 9 and a half. I learned to steal and beg off the pier. I even had to eat up a trash can too. But I was blessed. You know what I got blessed with? God taught me to read at 2.5 years old. Gave me an IQ off the chart too, and I got to have fun. Now, I brought in my first $100,000 as a kid. I brought in $1 million. Then I brought in double billion too. I'm going to show you what I got to do, and I want to do it for you too. Is that okay with you? Write down today's date. I want you to challenge me. I get bored all the time, by the way. I'm usually reading 14 or 15 books at a time, having fun. Now, write down today's date and project 90 working days. I'll show you exactly what I can do, what I did for me. How about one of the 6 mansions? How about one of the 3 yachts? How about the big building and the Lamborghini collection too? They even call me, besides the godfather of credit, the millionaire maker. You want a $1 million dream? Let me know. Now, if you're procrastinating and you put it off yesterday, today, till tomorrow too, I'm sorry, you got to get out of my way. I only want serious people to play. Now, understand something today. Time, I don't control it, neither do you. But there's one thing about time. I have to cherish every second that God gives me. You see, I got to die, literally. Swine flu pneumonia, pandemic number 9. In 2009, there's me laying in the hospital, dead. Well, that kind of sucks. But God gave me a chance to come back and help you. Are you going to pay attention today and turn these up? July 4, 2009, worth millions and billions. But there I am, after he took out the corporate yacht to watch the fireworks with a group of people. July 5th, 2009 at 5:41. The bottom line is when they call the time of death. You see, I heard the doctor tell my wife I'm going to die. She screamed her head off. Then someone tricked her to sign a POA that day. But I got to come back and help you. Now I want you to write down getting past go. Can you do that for me, please? I think you're stuck. I think every one of you wasted thousands of dollars on a bunch of crap. I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way. I like to do the work for you, too. So let's show you the Lamborghini collection, the Duffy, the 6 mansions. Did you know I broke the world record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981? Still hold the record today. I wanted to prove why men do jump. And stupid people say we don't. I parked my race boat in my backyard. Where do you park yours? Helicopter. How about the largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor? How about the yachts? And how about the Ferraris, too? Now, write down Ray's rules. I want to teach you to play and do the work for you, too. Ultimate go. You bring the pain home time after time because of lack of knowledge. Sorry, it's just the truth. But from there, I'm going to teach you some of Ray's secrets today. Is that okay with you? Ultimate go. We got to start with your SSN. Social Security card. You got one like me because we were taught as teenagers to get a job, you need an SSN. We follow the line like a bunch of sheep. Bah, bah. Now we're ducks. When they sue us, we better damn well duck. Look at the Federal Trade Commission. Come on, it's right in front of you. Credit repair is a fraud. That's what they say. They say it's not broken. You got to rebuild it. And the bottom line is credit repair companies are allowed to collect money up front, but they do it every day. See, the bottom line is, why don't you Google the Credit Services Act? Get a copy of that page. They're going to talk about the Credit Repair Organization Act too, where it says attorneys can't do credit repair. What are you supposed to do? Cut to the chase. The bottom line is everybody wants a perfect credit score. They want the money and go get the American dream. Who's going to hold your hand? Did you spend money like Randy said? He spent thousands of dollars, $7,500 with Tony Baloney, what he calls him too. Reality is simple. Without the rules and tools, how are you going to play the game and learn how to win? I want to give you Ray secrets today. Every seminar, workshop, and boot camp, you're stuck with me. Won't be that fun for you? I've been standing on stage for 43 years and now on line 2. I've been helping rich and famous people. Not to bring the pain home like you. Would you like to learn how to play too? You got 4 ways to get this. It's simple to get the $1 million dream. You can win the lottery. Oh my goodness, you can inherit the money. You can get a raise. Or you can let me rebuild you right away. Bottom line is, I like to rebuild you. Is that okay with you? Now let's understand, there's only 1,000 steps. You can't even screw it up. All you gotta do is go back where you left off too. Let's give you the first 25 steps today. Is that okay with you? Write down number one. Go to raisecredit.com, clickety-clack, get the credit reports for free. Give me the report numbers in the right-hand corner. That's all you gotta do. I can make everybody's score go up, up, and away in 90 working days. Step number 1, by the way. Now let's do this. Ladies, get out your Social Security card. It's in your purse. Gentlemen, it's in your wallet in your back pocket too. All right, I want you to read that Social Security card today. Get it out now. You see what you got to do. You got that to get that first job. You even created your first 1040 tax return. So you got your 1040. You filed the tax return too. Read the card. Don't laminate. Don't use for ID purposes. Don't carry with you. And it's not even yours. In the back of the card it says Property Assessment Administration, not you. See, you didn't learn how to play the game. I'm going to teach you how to play today. That's step number 2. Ultimate goal, the only thing I tell you in the beginning of my program is simple. Do not apply for credit during the damn program. Don't screw up everything I'm going to do for you. I give you a statement of guarantee in writing. Half the page is in red. You can't miss it at all. Don't get any inquiries during the program. Can you follow through and not screw it up for me? I won't screw it up for you. It's simple to do. 90 working days, your score goes up, up, and away. By the way, that's step number 3. No case goes past 180 days unless you screw up on your end. I have a 100% success rate. I've got 18 millionaire clients and 19 billionaires. You want to be next? Then do exactly what I ask you to do. Give me the report numbers on the right-hand corner. I'm going to go beat up your creditors. I don't write those stupid letters, not mine, kind of late kind of crap. That's what credit repair companies do. It doesn't work, and you probably do it too. I'm going to go back to the creditor under contract law. Public record too. Mind tell you to negotiate a debtor too. Legal action method. I wrote that years ago too. When I sued Chase Bank, I kicked their assets in Santa Ana court, and they gave me another $5,000 for wasting my time too. You got more rights than you think you do. Simple. Now I want to rebuild your credit in 90 working days. I want it before the holidays. I'm going to hand you a $1,000 card. Is that okay with you? A $1,000 card. I'm going to add it to your credit report too. Now let's remember what I'm going to do. We're going to go back in time and talk about Ken Yarborough. I trained him, security chief at TRW Experian, and Harold Stokes, and me. I came up with rapid scoring for your mortgage companies years ago. I came up with rapid refresh that blocks the crap and it pushes your score up, and away. Here's 157 points in 45 days. Now let's understand what I'm going to do is rebuild the credit the right way. And understand what I get you to do. What I want to do for you is like I did for them too. They have a 487 and a 490. They got shitty credit. They got no credit at all. They got 4 collection accounts too. I still got them a new card and rebuilt them. All right. The bottom line is kind of fun. How about a 587 in a bankruptcy? I had to get them credit with no credit at all. See, I tell you, I'm an affiliate to 119 creditors. I can rebuild anybody about 90 working days. But the office, basically what I work in here, donate my time till too, I got a sales team. They sell it for $998. But I can give you half price as long as you're on a webinar with me. So those who go to the webinar with me, live, now, they get half price. Now let's go back. I broadcast up to 3 times a day, Monday through Friday, all day Saturday too. And all right, all day Saturday, live. I don't like pre-recorded crap, to be honest with you. One of the classes on Saturday is called Education Analyzation. It's a 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You can learn some more if you want to. You don't have to, but 90 working days, but no case past 180 days. But my ultimate goal is to give you a $1,000 card. I want to take away all your excuses. Hey, you've been ripped off by other people, friends, family, or maybe those credit repair flakes too. But if I hand you a $1,000 card right away, is that okay with you? That way you can reimburse yourself, and I'm only charging you $4.99, half price during the webinar. You're guaranteed a 750 score. Isn't that fun for me? It'll be fun for you. And it's a money-back guarantee. Now, I got to introduce you to Zelle if you don't know what Zelle is. Zelle is simple. Your credit unions and credit bureaus use it all the time. You see, what we got to realize is this. All that hacking, screwing things up today. So if you Zelle $4.99 right away, or it basically doesn't hurt anything and you're protected because they can't hack Zelle. I'm the recipient. My name is Ray Reynolds. There it is. And then you basically add not a phone number, an email address, ray@racecredit.com. And you Zelle right away. And you email me a note, tell me what you Zelle for too, and I call you right away. Isn't that kind of fun? You see, I like having fun. All right? I haven't had a paycheck for 30 years. I'm retired. My wife says this is my hobby. I just want you to know the truth and have some fun. Now, I need you to call a phone number right away. Sorry. All right, you got all that junk mail because you screwed that up too. And by the way, half the robocalls you got. So let's call 888. Write it down. 567-8688. Opt out for 5 years. That's step number 4. You got to all do that right away. Now, the next thing I need you to do is plan the problem. It's not my fault you had someone knock you down and get in your way and take it away from you too. I'll bet you it was a friend and family member, by the way. You see, that's what always happens too. Now, we're going to write down safety credit. Can you write it down, please? Here's 2 cards, $50,000 apiece. Now, I want you to pull out your credit cards from your personal wallet today. Write this down. It's an assignment for you. If we're live on a webinar, or I basically are on stage, I'm going to come off stage and ask you to show me your cards. If I don't see stickies on the back of your card, I ask you to leave. You see, you got to realize you got to get that discipline down now. I want the limit, 25, 29%. You took a card past 29%. You jacked that sucker up. You dropped your score. Heck, you got stuck. You couldn't get any more. By the way, you shouldn't be using your personal credit the way you do anyway. I'm going to take away all your excuses today. In your city today, you got basically banks like B of A, Chase and B of A, and Wells Fargo too, and grocery stores. They shut down locations before pandemic, and during pandemic too, they bankrupt the location, they write off on their taxes, and heck, they're given a tax credit for screwing up. Do you get a tax credit when you screwed up, or do you go home and go boo-hoo-hoo? Now understand, the credit bureaus and the Credit Karma can't lie about this, even though they all got indicted before too. Remember, I help write the rules and tools. 0 to 29%, you're in the green. 30 to 49, you're in the yellow. 50 and above, you're in the red. You control your credit score, nobody else but you. You got to learn some of Ray's secrets from the horse's mouth, which is me, versus those ones that copy my stuff too. Stick you behind the card. Now write down, never bring the pain home again. You should have never done that in the first place. That's all I got as a kid was pain. So I read everything I could to make sure I don't bring that pain home to my family like you. You got to knock it off right away. Step number 5 today. Oh, you got it, lost your job, had an emergency. What are you going to do? Everybody does the same dumb thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, and jack up their credit again. I don't understand. I was going to say I don't understand stupidity, but it's not stupid. The reality is you didn't know how to play. All right, maybe I can wake you up today. Let's pretend you need $5,000 now. What are you going to do? Go ask your friends and family in the bank? Hell, they're all going to say no anyway. They like when you're down. You ever notice that too? But if I gave you $1,000 to a $5,000 card like the one in my hand or the one on the screen, and the payment's $50 a month, I have to use that card to solve my problem today? When the average person wastes $50 every other day? You're going to use some common sense too. They say that you waste $140 a week. Is that true? Do you understand that represents a $50,000 damn credit card? All right, if I max one of these suckers out today, the payment's $612.26. I would have bought you 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-thru during a pandemic. Stop wasting money. Quit bringing the damn pain home. What's wrong with you? Are these turned on today? I don't get it. That's step number 6, by the way. Now, remember, I want you to get all the things you want. Please challenge me. I am bored. I get so bored so much it's ridiculous. See, I get to talk with both hands and talk at the same time because both sides of my brain work. Isn't it fun? I even have total recall, too, in most things. Is that fun? Reach your goal. Hell, I reached all my goals by the time I was 26. We're only talking 2.6 billion under corporate structure. You want to do it, too? Believe in yourself, please. Now, I believe in God and I believe in me. Kind of like when I broke that record for the highest kick on the planet. I just wanted to prove white men do jump, and stupid people say we don't. They don't pay attention. I hold that record still today, and I'm still a white dude coming jumping up. Whee! See, there's dummies around you too. They say you can't do this or that too. God gave you a gift and a dream. Why don't you get off your assets and go get it? I don't understand something. You got an assets in like I was as a kid, as a teenager, get the job. We did, and we follow like sheep. Bah, bah, bah. Now we're ducks. When they sue us, we got a duck. Now remember that first week when you got your first paycheck? You had this big check coming in. You planned all your bills. Isn't that fun? You planned all your bills to pay. But then the check was half as much. What the blank happened to my check? You said the same thing too. IRS public record in front of you. You see, they get their cut before we get the leftover. We work for them too. It's called tax, 1040 tax. When we die, they want us in probate too. By the way, you don't always have to be a duck and a quack, quack, quack. You choose to be a quack, quack because you choose to. Nobody else but you. Now, let's write down and understand. You know, we got another reason we got an SSN. Oh, my goodness. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, we become the collateral. That's why they get to print money. Isn't that fun? Write down $140,000. Write down $1 million. Doesn't matter what you write down. I want you to learn to play. Write down Ray's rules today. I want to hand you 2 cards worth $100,000. Is that okay? Now you're going to go, that's too much. Stop it. When I had to eat out of that damn trash can or steal their bag as a kid, nobody gave me a mom and a daddy like most of you got to. It pissed me off to no end. I want you to focus. The day you couldn't pay that car payment, that house payment, the rent payment too, did it piss you off or scare the hell out of you? If you would listen in the first place, $100,000 of safety credit. Use 29%. That gives you $71,000 of safety credit. In case blankets a fan, lost your job or a damn pandemic. Get to feed your family for 2 years. Stop using your personal money and credit and rolling the dice and screwing it up. Write down, don't bring the pain home again. It's that simple. You got to learn how to play the game and use the right damn money in the first place, too. But that's up to you. Ray's rules. By the way, that's step number 7. We got basically more to go. Now, we all got a sad story. Nobody gave a damn about me. My first coma, 5.5, and I was crippled for life. But God said, get up, and I got up again. My last coma, I got to die. July 5th, 2009, 5:41. But you know, God gave me a choice to come back and help you. There's my yacht. It's one of them. There's the race button, the dock. There's the address. Check it out. Did you know that address is the #1 address Googled in Huntington Beach? There I am, dead. I kind of look terrible, don't I? They're asking my wife if I'm a donor. They're going to rip out my heart. Luckily, God said I can go back. I said right away. What did I get to do? Simple. I walked around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. All right, I put my credit score back to an 820. Then I popped a corporate credit card. Your problem is you got one SSN and you don't know how to play. And don't worry, 9 out of 10 people set up a corporation every day, sit there going, they don't do a damn thing. It's like the world doesn't know how to play the damn game. I don't understand that. You got 4 ways to play. Win the lottery, inherit the money, get a raise, or let me rebuild you. I bet you I can rebuild you in about 90 days. You want to play? Let me know. It's kind of fun to do, called Ray's Secrets. Got a fun today. Now, I got my 5 closet divisions. Write that down. See, you should have had 5 bodies in the closet replacing you, going, do it again, do it again. Did you know a division is basically a legal person? It's public record, too. You see, the bottom line is, basically, we don't have to bring the damn pain home. We never had to. You pull out a closet division, you do it again and again, too. Hey, banks and grocery stores do it every day. Rich and famous people in cities do it, too. You could play the game if you want to. But again, you have to learn some erase secrets too. Bottom line is I want to repackage your house, your car, your bank account. There's one of my 6 mansions at the time, one of the first cars called a Lamborghini Countach. We get a bank account too. We get to play. But you know what I do every morning? As I fall to my knees and I always thank God for another day, a focus, determination, knowledge, and forgiveness. God's a laser on God's denials. But I say something, several times a day. I say, see it, believe it, go get it. See it, whatever you want, believe, pray. God opens the door and you go get it. It works for me since the day I was 4. You can play too if you want to. Let's pretend I write you a check for $1 million. What are you going to do? Oh, unfortunately, most men piss it away and they're broke the next day. But not you. You're going to pay attention and turn these up today too. Oh, wow, you get to keep $375,000, rest goes to the IRS. I would have told you to put it in a corporate bank account. You don't pay any tax until you make a profit. Then I'd say, let's set up the pension plan, annuities, profit sharing, medical, dental, life insurance, policy, company card, You got to learn to play. Everybody bitches and complains about rich and famous people. Hell, shut up and join them. You got one SSN. That's it. Well, a bunch of damn ducks. Quack, quack, quack. But an SS4 is the opportunity for the dream. I get one to the corporate division, a subsidiary more, on and two. I got another chance to play the damn game and I get to win? Won't that be a concept for you? You brought the pain on because you didn't learn to play. That's not nobody else's fault but yours. You accepted what people told you. No. Step number 8. Now, the world's like a bunch of Marys. I don't understand. Mary goes to school, gets an Ivy League education, works for a company, Fortune 500 company, makes $250,000 a year. Fantastic for Mary. And then she gives her CPA and attorney each $10,000 retainer, and they sit there going, bunch of dummies. They have no idea how to run a freaking business or the opportunity. All right, be an entrepreneur. Mary screwed up. She used $98,000 of her personal credit. She drove her 810 to a 591. What she should have did is came and played with me, like most of you should have done a long time ago. I'd make you the qualified CFO. Corporation and divisions, I wrote the rules in '86. So the bottom line is one of the divisions could screw up, keep the other pieces. Kind of like the bank and the grocery store do. But Mary didn't listen to me. All right, she's going to be filing bankruptcy. And she's bringing all the pain home and losing her house too. That really just pisses me off to no end. The CPA and attorney going, beep, 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 that's about it. Hey, look in your city today. Come on, I dare you. Look at Wells Fargo, B of A, and Chase. Google it. They've been shutting down locations before pandemic and during that. They shut them down. They suck up the assets. They bankrupt. They write off their taxes and get a tax credit for screwing up. Sam's Club, wow. 63 locations shut down in California 2 years before pandemic. 1,910 across the globe. They did the same thing down too. Did you get a tax credit when you screwed up and brought the pain home? Or did you go boo-hoo-hoo and got scared to death? Branch number. Tax ID subsidiary. I'm going to change the world before I die again. When I created the divisions the way I do it in my procedures, and I get the tax ID, I want that first $1 million, then I go to subsidiaries too. You get to play if you want to. What can I say? That's step number 9. You got a long way to go today. Oh my goodness, you heard the city file bankruptcy too? What did you do? You sat there going, I went down to the federal court building the next day. I want to know exactly how they played that damn game too. A city fall bankrupt, that's part of the system. How do they do that? Simple. The United States of America Incorporated. They set up 50 corporations called states. The states set up corporations called cities. They're doing the line of defense in front of you. You're sitting there going, beep. Why are you letting life pass you by? What's wrong with you? Are these turned on? I told you to plan the problem like they did too. They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. All right, under the Federal Protection Act, just in case blank hit the fan. They get to bankrupt the debts of a city and stay in business today too, but not you. You brought the pain home because I guess you want to. Bad day doesn't mean you bring the damn pain home. You got to learn to play, just like Apple did. 97, they're bankrupt. Done. But then Mr. Bill Gates was so smart. He got indicted 4 times by our government too. Isn't that fun? There's the indictment in front of you. But he wrote a check to Apple Computer for $150 million. He saved their assets, and now they're worth $1 trillion, and they don't pay any tax. You pay more tax than they do. Congratulations, because you don't want to play. I told you to get out your SSN today. That was to get your first job and your first 1040 tax return. Now, I need you to write down SS4. Can you do that for me, please? Now, let's understand. Here's the rules. This is basically IRS public record. We had one SSN, we're all a bunch of ducks. An SS4 is a corporation, division, subsidiary, more. Why don't you write down the word bankruptcy and Google that today? I want you to Google bankruptcy. I got no intent to do fraud, neither do you. You got the intent to protect your family too, right? Bankruptcy says SSN, quack, quack, quack. We're going to get one. SS4, corporation, division, subsidiary, more. You get to play the game right away too. It's if you want to. But if you like bringing the pain, just feel sorry for yourself too. Step number 10. All right, see, here's the IRS public record right in front of you. SSN equals 1040. Quack, 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 quack. Or ducks. Tax, tax, tax. And they want us in probate when we die. SS4 is 1120. Line 10 right in front of you says banking and credit purposes. Corporate credit's free money. Don't you know that? You get to write off the interest rate, the credit card, and line of credit too in the damn payment. It can pay its own damn payment. I mean, you like being a quack, quack? That's up to you. I don't think any of us should be a bunch of them ducks. But when they sue you, you better damn well duck. We get one SSN. That's no damn fun. We're all a bunch of ducks. But an SS4 is for the corporation, division, subsidiary, more. We get to try and win the battle? Wow, let's try that. Let's go do it. But again, what can I tell you? I mean, I'm just having fun. Can you imagine? All right, let's go back in time. It's very simple. I'm a little boy being dropped off at the pier, 3 to 9 years old. No one gave a damn. Nobody asked where's my mommy and my daddy. I didn't get one of those. I got used and abused, and that kind of sucks. But I got to learn to steal and beg off the pier. You had a trash can? Every Wednesday night, that family, you know what? They had a poker game. I listened. I wrote down some notes. They said a corporation's a legal person. Can you write that down, please? A corporation's legal. What? They told me I was weird. That's not nice, but it's probably true. I rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. See, there's a library next door. I walked in and go, ma'am, can you explain this to me? She said, here's a McAfee book. What the hell did she say? A McAfee book? Well, she talked like she's from Mayberry. I read the book, and then I got pissed off. I was only 7.5, but I learned to read at 2.5 years old. I was born and grown up, by the way. Had no choice, too. I read the book. Where's my blueprint? Where's my instruction manual? You've been looking for it all your life. Did you know it's right in front of you? It's called me. Oh, well, what can I say? Chapter 18, not legal advice. Let's read it together. Can we do that? A corporation's a legal person? What did it say? Let's read it again. A corporation's a legal what? It has more rights than you and me. It can sue or be sued. We get to play. Did you know if you get a corporation this year, as long as it's 2 years by January, you can actually qualify up to $150,000 line of credit to 9 banks? It's got to be 2 years old. What happens 2021, 2022? Wow! But you're running out of time, but that's up to you. See, I like to rebuild you. That's half the fun. Rebuild you, get your credit refreshed, get your 750 credit score. I like to give you 1,000 to 100,000 if you allow me to. Then in corporation, I'd like to get that 100,000 over here. Then I want you to have 9 divisions too, so each one of them have a division, and they have another $100,000 of credit. Wow! Would you like 10 million? How much would it take to get your American dream? You get to write it all off anyway. What the hell? A division for franchise, duplex, and leveraging money? Wow! But then some ding-dong's going to ask you, like they ask me every day, are you a member of the Better Business Bureau? No, sir. Why don't you Google BBB got busted? They're a fraud. They were proven they're a fraud. Courts actually told them to get out of the city. They've been indicted. They're federal fraud. Why would I give them $615 for an A rating? Walt Disney, KBC, Wolfgang Puck, and Mickey Mouse have an F rating too because they will not pay that blackmail money. It's just true. There's the court. There's the bankruptcy. Oh, there's the indictment. Wow. CNN in 2020 do not lie to you. They tell you the truth and they set you free. Now, I got to incorporate 2019 Rich and Famous People. Profit and non-profit work in conjunction. I taught them how not to bring the pain home. Would you like to learn too? Let me know. I'll start teaching you some more today. Kind of like when it came to rebuilding people coming out of prison. Freeway Ricky Ross, my neighborhood. 20 years in federal prison. What did I do? I rebuilt his credit in 6 months and less. I got him a gold card. A platinum card, paid over time up to $1 million. Would you like one or two? Thomas was in prison for 26 years. I rebuilt him in 6 months, and now he's in the dump truck business doing millions a year. You're going to have to beat your doubt and run your own race. But the greatest thing you have is you get exactly what I always wanted to be. I wanted someone to hold my hand and show me the way and do the work for me too. You get stuck with me. Is that okay with you? Find somebody on the planet that knows what I know. They don't, and they don't hold your hand every step of the way. But I do. Step number 11. Getting past go. God's gift, one of the mansions at the time. Where you park your race boats? I'm from Show Me State. Where you park your yachts? I park mine in my backyard. Helicopter, Lamborghini building too. Whee! Isn't that fun? Winning the game of business? I wrote that 40 plus years ago. You see, when I was at the Bonaventure, almost every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. in the line around that hotel to go to hold of me, I'd sell that Millionaire's Founders Kit for $5,000. Now the office sells it for $9.99. That's okay. But if you want the Millionaire's Founders Kit, you get it through me during a webinar. I give it to you for covering shipping and handling for $299. But again, it's up to you. If you want the 1,000 steps and rules and tools, you Zelle, Ray Reynolds, that's me. And email address, ray@racecredit.com. And then you email me and say, I just Zelle for this, for the books and CDs, and I'll ship it today. Now, here's another problem. See, when I take and want to hold someone's hand and hold you and change your life, I want to take over everything. I'm sorry, I think you did it all wrong. But no one showed you. You're kind of guessing. You see, today I'd like you to change your driver's license to a P.O. box or mailing address. You wrote a check. You gave me a driver's license. They robbed your house the next day. It's happening everywhere. But again, I'd like you to use Ray's rules. Never bring the pain home. And even look up the Driver's Privacy Protection Act too. But that's up to you. Step number 12. Wow. When I wrote the rules and tools in 1985 and 86, because I want multiple functions, at the time I was the king of satellite television too. Wow! And the founder of one of the largest donut chains in the world to do. Isn't that fun? I wanted multiple functions. I wanted to learn how to disconnect, isolate, and incorporate, because I didn't want 5 corporations. That made no sense to me. All right, I even separate pieces too. Did you know a division is a legal person? It's public record too. So that means a division can build credit as well as the corporation can. How about we get one of these cards for the corporation? We get 9 sister cards. How many would you like? See, you got to realize rich and famous people do this every day. Every grocery store and bank do it too. But again, you got to learn how to play. You get to learn from me the horse's mouth versus the horse's you know what too. Piece of property, franchise. Oh, one of these screwed up today. We're not going to go boo-hoo-hoo. We're going to go, we got 8 left to go. Get another one. Whee! We're going to win. You see, I told you it's called winning the game of business. But I wrote buckets of money, tax balance, to become the bank too. We get to play. Now let's talk about your car. I'm sorry, you did it wrong. It's not my fault. You didn't pay attention to me. You went to that dealership. Oh, goody. You let them sweat you for hours on end. Wasn't that uncomfortable? You lost $5,000 up to 9 inquiries. You're only allowed 6 inquiries every 180 days anyway. But they did hand you a piece of paper saying, we need you to fill this out so we can run your credit. And you filled it out, signed it, and went, bah, my sheep. Stop. Ray's rules. When you sign it from now on, you're going to write next to it, this allows 1 inquiry. You're going to take a damn picture. You're going to do exactly what I tell you to do. I'm going to repackage your whole life. Is that okay with you? But I'm going to get you to $1 million if you want to. Some of you to $1 billion too. Step number what? Wow, 13. See, your biggest problem is you have to listen and do what you're told to do. And as a grown-up, you don't want to be told what to do. You want to say, you know it all. You're experts at what you do. I'm an expert at this. See, when you buy a car from now on, it's my way. It's Ray's rules. Escrow, what? We're going to do fleet price, tax ID, division. Can you write it down? That way it didn't show up on your personal credit report. And it's a corporate write-off 100%. See, you try to write off your personal cards registered to you, good luck. You'll argue with your CPA and attorney every day. But if it's a corporate car, you get to borrow the keys. Whee! Isn't that fun? But again, you got to learn to play. That's called Ray's Secrets today. Now, if you got a repossession, the IRS can give you a 1099-C. Why would you want to be a duck? Quack, quack, quack. I don't understand that. So when you drive your car to the grocery store or the bank today, a little bumpity bump, that person's going to act like they're going to die. Ah! Why? They got to put on a show. There's cameras everywhere. Then they say, driver's license, registration, insurance, please. And then you pull out the driver's license, you're going to remember Ray said don't use your home address. It's P.O. Box or mailing address, but do what you want. Your insurance, really? Come on. You get a paycheck. It's tax. You get the leftover. You're paying for the insurance in that car you drive today when the corporation could pay for it before tax was considered. But again, what can I say? You're the registered owner. Quack, 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 quack. You're a damn duck. Sorry to say, it's just true. You got 44 attorneys on TV who want to sue everybody and all those billboards too. When they want to sue you, does it feel good? Maybe you'll think about changing the registered owner to a division of a corporation. I created all this. God gave it to me to give you. You're going to pay attention. You can't even find it in the damn book unless they stole it from me. I want to make sure they sue you, they get diddly squat. Is that okay? Why not? But again, what can I say? Step number 14 today. Now, I had my 17 houses years ago. They wouldn't give me number 18. They kept saying loan to value problem too. Every time someone says, no, you can't do something, I do my research and read all the books. I create a damn way to do it anyway. I transferred the property to the divisions. I freed up my credit report. I separate liability too. Did you know your paycheck should be a break-even offset by your house payment? Old corporations, they don't pay tax till they make a profit. Maybe that's how Amazon didn't pay tax on $10 billion to $1 trillion. You pay more tax than they do. Congratulations again. But don't say loophole. There's no such thing. They're doing what they're allowed to do. Now remember, they pay property tax. They pay tax on a gallon of gas too, unless it's the battery guy. 3 of them have their own damn spaceship. Whee! They get to write that off too. See, what you get to do is you get to decide which spaceship you're going to go with to the moon. But they're doing exactly what the Internal Revenue Service allows them to do. Corporations don't pay tax so they make a profit. You can complain or you can join the club and learn to win the battle too. It's pretty simple to do. Ray's Secrets today, you're hearing things you never heard before too. Isn't that fun? Now, what I like to do is basically play with you every Wednesday and Saturday. Is that okay? I'm online 6 days a week. Used to being live in person. That's kind of fun too. After we get through the pandemic a little more, we can do that too. Have fun. But I just want to play with you for 90 days. Is that okay? All right? You get stuck with me. I always say the horse's mouth versus the horse's you-know-what. There's enough horses you-know-what's out there as it is. You got to play, but do not screw up my program. Do not apply for credit during the program. I even give you a statement of guarantee. It's in writing. Do not give me inquiries. Do not screw my rapid rescore. I want to rebuild you. But again, that's up to you to pay attention to. If I do a rapid score block, all your blah, 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 I rebuild your credit my way. And then basically I get you that $1,000 card right away before the holidays. Is that okay with you? But again, what do we get to do? We get to show you examples from a 561. I still build them credit, rebuild them anyway. Love and collection accounts. All right, I got to redo it here too. It's kind of fun. But again, the office charges $9.98. I give you half price on a webinar with me. I don't get a paycheck. I haven't had one for 30 years. I guess I don't need one too. Isn't that fun? But again, on Saturday, you have a class called Education Analyzation. I'd tell you to all go, but that's up to you if you want to learn some more. All right, no case past 180 days. Let's just screw up on you. I'm going to still hand you the $1,000 cash card, but I'm going to give you half price of $499. I'm not going to charge you $99 a month for 2 years like we hear people call every day saying, they did this too to me. If it's not done in 90 days, somebody's screwing somebody. Okay, give me a friggin' break. It only takes 90 working days to rebuild somebody's damn credit to a 750 score. Anything else is a bunch of BB blah, 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 blah. Step number 15. You sell, right, $4.99, you're stuck with me. Now on Wednesday and Saturday, I do a class. It's called Corporate Setup. It's how to name the corp, what type you want corporation you want, what venue you want to, level 1, set up divisions step by step, and buy at wholesale price. That's what I'm going to teach you on Wednesday or Saturday. Go to either one or both for 30 days. Well, I do the work for you anyway. Oh, you have a corp and you want me to build that one? Okay. Oh, you don't have one? And I'll give you the starter package for the millionaire. Articles are free anyway. I'm going to rebuild your credit. Wrapper rescore articles also says tax ID, set them level 1 for 30 days. Now, as I give you the corporate package, I'd like to build you 10,000 of cash credit if you allow me to. Is that okay with you? The office sells this for about 2,000. It's a good price. But I make you the qualified CFO, and I don't give it to you for 2,000. I give you half price. So I want to take away all your damn excuses. You spent thousands on crap that didn't work. Now you're stuck with me every step of the way. $999, and I'm giving you $10,000 of credit back to you. It's 10 times your money back. It's kind of like you won the lottery, got all the goodies too, and then you're stuck with me. That's an extra bonus. Oh, you want $25,000? Okay. It's called Millionaires in the Making. Same goodies, but it comes at $25,000. The office wants to charge about $5,000 for that package, but half price is $2,499. Oh, that if I gave you $25,000 cash credit bill for you, isn't that 10 times your money back too? And all you had to do is Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, Chase, or B of A. I don't think you have any more excuses today. Oh, I can't afford it. Then do payments. Knock off the crap. I mean, understand, if you want the $1 million dream, you step up to the plate or go away. The only way you're going to get it is through a corporation. Every rich and famous people are incorporated. Banks and grocery stores too. I'd like you to set up a corporation. Let's incorporate you in conjunction. Let's call it number 16. Is that okay? Oh, well. So if a corporation's done, you have the 2 years, we can go after that $150,000 of credit. Okay, that makes sense. You better do it right away. Running out of time. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. See, I love Lamborghinis. They're my favorite car since I was a teenager. I got my first Countach. Lamborghini too. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Boom, boom. See, debt all says taxes on a corporation, but not you. You get a paycheck today. Oh, goody for you. It's tax. You get the leftover, and then you pay for the car payment, the registration, the gas, and the insurance too. You could say no right away and start driving a company car like I do, but that's up to you. Step number 17. Wow. Why don't you get an SS4 form today? Find out I'm telling you the truth and I'm factually verifiable too. 8 equals 1120. Line 10 right in front of you says banking and credit purposes. Corporate credit, write it off. It's free, you damn money. Wow, give me some more. But this is the IRS public record. You get to choose. If you don't want to be a duck, it's step number 18. Again, you can go to irs.gov and download it right away, SS4 form, unless you like being a duck and a quack, quack, quack. See, it's like the United States of America. I love the USA. I just master the rules and tools any game I play, don't you? When I was a kid, nobody wanted to play with me because I'd win every game. Oh, well, what can I say? So the United States of America Incorporated, they set up 50 corporations called states. States set up corporations called cities. So they're doing the line of defense in front of you while you're letting life pass you by. And I told you to plan the problem too. They did. They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. Under the Federal Protection Act's public record, check it out. They get to bankrupt the city's debts and stay in business today. And you're sitting there going, did you know you're we the people? It's a constitutional right if you want to play. Nixon took the gold standard out. All right, they gave him the key to the printing press. And now they're going to print another $3 trillion too. Unless they run out of money. No, they have to run out of paper. I'm sorry. Now, so every woman at the hospital who delivers a baby after Nixon took the gold standard out, hospitals federally mandated that she has to sign an SSN form for the baby. Baby's not getting a job walking out of that hospital. They got to bond the baby and print some more damn money. So the bottom line, if not, the baby can't go in the stroller of the car, so he can't go home. It's just the way it works. Now, the biggest lie online are these stupid websites. You don't have to guarantee. They don't like me, but I don't like them too. See, I'm basically the horse's mouth. They're the horses. You know what? You don't have to guarantee. Oh, give me a freaking break. To get cash credit cards, lines of cash credit, supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, and gas cards too, you got to be a qualified CFO, period. I'll rebuild you if you allow me to. Now look at the Fair Lending Act just in case you're looking at those trade line craps. I don't want to visit in prison. You see, it's like corporate credit. It's the write-off, the credit card, the interest rate, the line of credit too. We get to even write off the damn payment. Isn't that like free money? If I make you the qualified CFO today, is that okay with you? We get to play and win the battle and don't bring the pain home again. But again, it's like when you bought your house. I told you I'm do everything for you live. When you bought your house, did you do raise rules? You didn't do it, escrow, close, homestead, put it in a trust. Oh, well. So when they sue you, they take it away. And when you die, it's stuck in a probate and your family got diddly squat. That's not my fault. You're not paying attention. That's your fault today. Oh, by the way, so when you fix up a property, you hire the contractor. Oh, goody. They hire the subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. They're good workers, but hell, what if they slip and fall and sue you? Take everything you got, too. I told you to plan the problem. You didn't plan the problem. That's your fault, not mine. You could have quickly deeded the property to a division. And you need an assignment of equity, too, at the end of the day when they decide to sue you. Why don't we get them diddly squat? Why not? I like your revocable trust. Which one do you like? But do what you want to. You got 6 more to go. Number 19. I told you I want to change your whole life if you allow me to. Now, some of you are playing peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Knock it off. Corporations don't pay tax and they make a profit. So if you screwed up in the past, just go to irs.gov, download a form called 656 433A and B. Get all that free money, get your butt back in the system today. Is that okay? We call that step number 20. Now, I want you to do exactly what I do. I want you to be an OPM, other people's money. Set up the divisions, buy from the manufacturer, saving up to 70%. All right, what happens is you don't pay a bill for 30 or 69 days anyway. Escrow closes, they pay off the debt. Now you got up to $200,000 left over. What are you going to do? Well, most men piss it away. They act like they're rich. Excuse me. I want you to listen. I want it under raise rules, leveraging money, borrow money is not taxable. You set up that line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. But again, that's step number 21 called blackjack. Now, here's my office just before I died in a damn coma. Irvine Spectre, 22,000 square foot building. I told you I'm factually verifiable too. The bank would go there all the time going, Banks love to kiss your assets when you got money. But again, we don't have a pot to blank. They don't know your name. You might want to learn race secrets today. Banks borrow from the feds up to times 10, loan back 5 to you. Oh my goodness, you didn't take that money out of the escrow and piss it away. You leverage it, right? Raise rules way. That would have been up to $3 million in borrowed money, which is not taxable. You go buy McDonald's today. Wouldn't that be fun? For free. But again, I want your corporation to be a management company. I want you to set the line of defense. I want the divisions to be the ducks, quack, quack. Hey, if the grocery stores and the banks can do this, cities can do this, rich and famous people can do it too, why don't you write down what I invented for you? It's called the 3-step disconnect, isolate, incorporate. If I can't save a piece, I might have to bankrupt the piece, but I keep the good pieces, and I don't bring the pain home like you. Would you like to learn how to play today too? It's called a division and a tax ID. Step number 22, 3 more to go. Wow. What are you willing to lose? You see, when my mother threw me away, born in that damn taxi, and gave me a damn girl's name, raised my middle name, that kind of broke my heart. But the reality is stealing and begging off the pier, you know, have a trash can and piss me off too. So I swore I'd read every damn book I could. I read about 10 or 15 at a time. And luckily God gave me that brain to remember everything I read too. Did you bring the pain home to your family? Why? Oh, corporation, they can sue it and pierce the veil, come after you too. Why? Division? Damn, those are cheap. Now, I got no intent to do fraud, neither do you, but you have the intent to protect your family too, right? When we play a game, I'm going to win. By the way, every game we play, you got to lose a piece or two, right? But the winners always get checkmate. You want to play? Step number 23 today? But what can I say? The Lamborghini. Oh, there's the keys. Boom, boom. Every time I got a bad day, I just get in the car and start the engine and go boom. Isn't that fun? The bad day's outside the window. See, you got a choice called reaching the dream. Think and be the impossible. Hell, I've done it all my life, called raise rules. God gave it to me to give it to you. You paying attention? Have these turned on? I make millionaires every day. Would you like to be next? But you're going to have to pay attention. Let me do most of the work for you, too. And that's called Raise Secrets today. 14th Amendment made corporations people. Wow, the United States of America Incorporated. And they turned around and have 50 states corporations and cities corporations. So they're doing the line of defense in front of you. You're just sitting there going, beep, 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 beep. Why aren't you doing your line of defense yet? I don't understand. You got to plan the problem too. It's called winning the battle. But again, I like to just play with you and have some Ray secrets and have some fun too, because I want to change the world before I die again, and that'd be fun. Now, don't ever have joint credit. It makes no damn sense. When you buy a house, it's escrow, closed, homestead, put it in a trust, Ray's rules, corporation. We should always have $1 million in credit. We get to write it all off too. How about $10 million? Isn't this fun? It's all free damn money. We get to write off the down payment. We can use the credit to pay itself too. But a division, how about one for every piece of property? Every franchise, every current business. Why don't we set up the line of defense? See it, believe, go get it, and use Ray's rules starting today. Oh, well, that's step 24. One more to go. That's all you get. So let's see. If I rebuild your credit, I'm going to give you a $1,000 card right away. If you get the corporation right away with me, I can get you up to $150,000 come January. Because it's 2 years old, there's actually 9 lines of credit for that, too. And we're talking Chase and B of A and Wells Fargo, too. By the way, I'd like to get you that $1,000 to maybe $100,000 of personal credit and 750 score. Corporation, $100,000. Is that okay with you? And then the divisions, maybe $100,000 each one of those too. Franchise, duplex, leveraging money. We get to play. But again, today, the office sells a credit rebuilding program for $9.98. On a webinar, I give you half price. Saturday, there's a class called Education Analyzation at 1 o'clock. If you want to go, you don't have to, but it's going to learn to teach you some more things too. No case should be past 180 days. But I still want to give you a $1,000 cash card. Is that okay with you? And half price is $4.99. If you sell it now. If you don't, okay, call the office. They'll charge you $9.98. They got to make their commission for the day. So a $7.50 silver guarantee. All you have to do is Zelle to me in Ray at rayscredit.com. Simple to do, and it's a money-back guarantee. Oh, well. Now, I'd like to give you the starter package for millionaire. This is called Beginners. Rebuild the credit, rapid score, articles, all says tax ID, set in level 1 for 30 days. That package is about $2,000. Can I give you $10,000 of cash credit as a bonus, please? I'd like you to get half price of $9.99 today through the webinar and give you 10 times your money back, so I'd like you win the lottery too. Oh, you want $25,000? Okay. Well, that corporate package is about $5,000. But on the webinar, I give you half price. It's $2,499 today, too. Now you get 10 times back your money. Don't worry, half of you spend in corporation, spend a couple $1,000, got a damn piece of paper, sit there going, me, I'm going to change your life. Is that okay with you? All you got to do is Zelle, bank transfer, now, Chase or B of A. If I stop talking, you get the other price, too. That's up to you. See, today you got to stay safe and strong. We got to do our best while Jesus does the rest. Amen to that, too. Now, at the end of the day, if you do nothing, guess what's going to happen? Nothing. Final step is 25. Now, you can call 800-510-3338. That's 800-510, all right, 3338. I'd like to change your life. Is that okay with you? So let's do our best all day, let God do the rest. And never forget, God loves us all.